Welcome back to another video here on Performance on Wheels. Today we have something a little bit different. We are doing a review on the 2017 Polaris General. Today we're going to get you guys an overall review on what we think of this General. How does it perform, how does it look, and how does it work as a daily driver. By daily driver, I mean something that you can use on the daily at your farm, your house, something that you can tow with, throw stuff in the bed, or just have some fun with on the side. So the thing with the General is that it's sort of a RZR mixed with the Ranger. It's something that you can use for both fun and play, or work and play, I mean. And we're going to show you what some of that work feature is. We have a bed back here. There's plenty of room to put some logs and stuff in, as well as a hitch that you can tow with. And it does tow pretty well because it does feature the 1000cc motor. Up front we have just a little hood up here that's covering up some things for maintenance. And up front there's a winch as well as some serious suspension travel. Polaris is one of the companies that is absolutely massive in the aftermarket world. It's insane the amount of aftermarket things this thing has. The winch being one of them, this up here being another. The speaker here. It's actually really cool. And we're going to talk about the interior really quick. So the interior is obviously, it's got to be built for outside, so it's not necessarily nice quality by any means. It's not something you're going to find in your Mercedes S-Class. But you have, in the passenger seat, there's plenty of places to grab. You have this handle here, as well as a handle right on the inside of the door here. Actually gives you a really nice feel when you're sitting in the passenger seat. It's actually a lot of fun. I enjoy being in the passenger seat, which is something you don't really enjoy in a lot of other things. Now for the seats, they're actually super nice and they look nice as well. This orange stitching and this orange leather here, as well as this nice material that's built for all seasons. This you have a glove box, which is actually pretty impressive. I mean, we're in a UTV. And up front here, it's pretty generic. You got another glove box. You have some storage, some places to put things. You have a nice speedometer here. I'll show you what that looks like. Now, let's listen to what that 1000cc motor sounds like. So, driving this thing off-road, it's actually very impressive, even in rear-wheel drive, how much grip it feels like this always has. A lot of that has to do with the low-pressure tires that ATVs and UTVs have. But off-road, it definitely feels really wide on trails, which can be an issue. This is not one of those ones that you can just take on any little trail. You have to know where you're going, or you might get stuck because of how wide it is, not to mention how heavy it is as well. With the simple push of a button, you can be in one-wheel drive, so you don't tear up your yard, two-wheel drive, or four-wheel drive. And I gotta admit, when you put this thing in four-wheel drive, you really gotta be going somewhere. So let's do that. And four-wheel drive with this thing, you really can just make up your own adventure, because it feels like you can just go pretty much anywhere you want, which exactly is what we are doing. I have no idea where we're going, but this thing can very easily do it because it just has so much grip and so much power. And the ride is actually very smooth as well. Daily aspect of just driving this thing up and down the driveway, it's just a simple, easy drive. It's not too dusty, it's not that bad. It's a pretty nice drive, very smooth. Up here on this windshield actually features some vents to let some air through, which is nice. You can also just easily roll these up, and the owner of this one installed a fan back here just to keep it kind of cool. It's really neat the amount of things you can do to configure these to just commute to your life. take this thing out onto the trails and drive to all the local bars with some of your friends. And I mean, this thing's a blast. There's so many fun things you can do with UTVs. I just love it. From off-road to work to play to just, you know, anything. These things can go like anywhere. And in so many states, these are literally legal to drive on the roads. I mean, this could be your car. My thoughts on the 2017 Polaris General. This thing is just a blast. My complaints on it, it's a little bit too loud for my liking. I mean, yeah, it's got a nice tone and it sounds cool, but when you're just trying to have a conversation with the person sitting next to you, it can get a little frustrating at times. It'd be really cool if you could install an aftermarket exhaust with some opens and closings in there to sort of louden and quiet it up. And it also would be sort of a pain if you're at a campsite and start it early in the morning. Otherwise, this thing, I really like it. It's fun to drive. It's fun to off-road in. It's fun to daily drive. You can get work done in it. We're going to show you some clips of us doing that here in a few minutes. And I really hope you guys like today's review. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Let us know what you guys think of this thing. And I'll see you guys next time.